This video introduces reading documentation using the man command. The original Linux programmer's manual came in a printed book form. It was large enough to require several numbered books. These books have become the numbered sections that we use today, and individual information pages are now known as topics. When users are asked what are man pages for, the most common answer is to verify command syntax. And that is a very common use of man pages, but there's so much more. There is information for troubleshooting, debugging, programming, and especially configuration files which are immediately useful for fundamental system administration. To invoke man is the man command. Let's start by taking a look at a command that you already know, ls. To move around man pages, you use the same keystrokes that you use with less pagination. So arrow keys to go down one line at a time and up. Also, your page up and your page down keys go one screenful at a time. And I also like to use the U and the D up and down because they go only one half page at a time, and it's easier to keep your place by doing half page at a time. As stated at the bottom of the screen, H for help will show you the less syntax and other keystrokes for moving around. Q to quit the help, and Q to quit the man page itself. Let's take a look at another command, the password command. So the layout of a man page, notice the topic name in the upper left and right corner and the book number that it comes from. And then certain sections, the name section, which is a one-liner, we're going to use that for keyword lookups a little bit later. Because this is a command page, there's a synopsis that gives you the syntax of the options, and then description, and more layout of the options that are used in the syntax. Down here at the bottom, notice the See Also section. If you found part of the information you're looking for but want to expand on it, this may be able to point you to other man pages that have related information. There is a man page called Man Pages, which describes both the sections that are available. You can see the 7 or 8 that they mention here, and also the sections of layout of the man pages themselves and different sections for different types of man pages. So it'd be good to read this particular man page. If I wanted to look up the Etsy password configuration file, you notice that when I did the password command, when I did man password, it came up with the command first, which was not the configuration file itself. So you can use the -A to look at all man pages, all topics that have the particular topic name. Since the topic in book 1 is found first, it comes up first. If I quit this, on a -A, it will tell me what the next page found is going to be. In this case, it's saying the next one with password in it is SSL password, which I'm not interested in. I'm going to skip it. Notice Control D. This is the one I'm looking for, the password configuration in book 5. So let's hit the Enter key to bring that up. The Etsy password file is a text file that describes user login accounts. Yes, that's the one that I was looking for. But how would you know what is found in each section? You know, more specifically, how do you know what all the sections are? Well, we saw them documented in the man page, but also there's an intro page for each section, and we can actually quickly go through those by doing that same -A trick with the topic called intro. So book 1 first, describing book 1 and what is in the section about user commands. If I quit this, the next one it wants to bring up is Book 8, which is System Administration Commands. Quick description of this book. Next, Book 2, System Calls. This will be useful to you as you start to do advanced troubleshooting, certain commands that do tracing of programs and other types of debugging techniques. Book 3, Functions. Book 4, Special Files, which is a technical name for device files. Book 5, this one's important to you. You're going to use this one a lot to look up configuration files as you start to learn system administration tasks. Book 6, Games. And Book 7, Protocols. Description says Overview, Conventions, and Miscellany, but it's another word for standards and protocols. Let me show you an example of that, and that's the last section. If I were to do a man on TCP, which is a well-known protocol, it is in Book 7. So the ones that are of most interest to you are sections 1, 8, 5 for configuration files, and possibly 7 for educational purposes. To look up particular topic pages, to find them quickly without having to scroll through full sections, we need to be able to do what's known as a keyword lookup. The command for that is man with the -K option. And you can use any regular expression or keyword lookup here, looking for something that was found in that one-liner. Remember the name section with the one-liner description? You're looking for terminology that might be found on that line. So let's do a man-K for the word terminal and see what comes up. So here are all the topic pages that have the word terminal in their description. And down at the bottom, there's a man page called PTMX. Let's quit. And now that we know that that's in Book 4, let's just bring it up directly. Notice the addition of the section number in the command. And that brings it up directly. The man-K keyword lookup is exactly the same as the apropos command. They do exactly the same thing. Same output. Allows you to see the names of the pages that are related. If you want to do a keyword lookup across the whole man page and not just the description, this is known as a global keyword lookup, and this would be the uppercase K option. In this case, looking for the word sum. And this comes up using the same walkthrough keystrokes as we saw on the man-A. The first page comes up that has the word sum in it somewhere. We would quit that. It would show us what the next page is that we want. We would either skip it or hit enter to display it. And at any point when you're done going through that list, you can Control-C to stop. And again, remember that a global lookup uses system resources and would be a long time. So it's not commonly it's not common to use that. The man-K for keyword lookup through the index is more common. The index itself is automatically generated. Prior to RHEL 7, that was a command called make what is. Now it's different. It's called man-DB. And it's automatically invoked by cron or by anacron if it notices that the index is out of date. So it's not something that you will have to maintain. So that is an introduction to man pages.